comes in and outs the anon, and Mac asks me, "Are you just that person?" So I return back to the chat to see what he's talking about, because I didn't know that the person did not type. I didn't know at the time that like the person just had their name in the user list. So I'm looking for something that's typed, and I actually even looked in the banned users list to see, oh, okay, well, Mac must have banned the person, right? And I don't see any bans for 2 hours earlier. You know what I mean? So then, so I just leave. And I do that on my laptop, which the keyboard is broken, but the mouse works. And that's what he's counting as me signing in. When I close that page, that's me signing out. To him, he physically fucking thinks that I have to type in my fucking username and password to sign into my laptop, which is fucking false. It's already signed in. And still, after 10 days, after 2 weeks, he still says, "Oh, how did you sign in on your broken laptop?" And I'm like, "I told you, it's fucking automatically signed in." And then the next thing he says, "Oh, now you're changing your story." He thinks he's running circles around me. He's running circles around himself just to fucking troll, dude. That's all it is. That's all the fuck it is. Yes, I can prove the keyboard is broken. I can turn on this. I can turn off this Manicam shit. I can hold it up. I can go to anything, and I can just type, and nothing fucking works. In fact, he should know this shit because about 3 months ago, that's when it happened, and this is how fucking stupid it is. I was on the laptop. Here, I'm on the home computer right now, right? I'm gonna type all the bottom letters right now. Z, X, C, V, B, N, M, right? I'm going to type all those. Now, when I was typing the other, like 3 months ago, it was showing up like this. X, V, N, and the little comma thing. Because the fucking button stopped working. The space bar stopped working. All these top letters stopped working, and it was showing up like this, and this. And then I smashed the fucking keyboard really hard, and then nothing worked anymore except for the mouse and the fucking two buttons on the mouse. On the laptop, of course. Anyway. It's not covered in jizz, dude. I jizz in my hand and then I lick it up, Slayer. How the fuck are you fucking saying it's covered in jizz? I jizz in my hand and then I go and I lick it all up. Don't lie on me, Slayer. Don't say that there's jizz on the keyboard. There's jizz in my hand and then I lick it up. Every time. 98% of the time. Let's have to scoop it off my stomach. Jesus. Why do I have to explain everything to you guys? Anyway, the point is this. So he's like, well, how'd you log back in, log back out? I write to him. So then he says, okay, so basically he just said, hey, was that just you? So I go back into the chat, right, to look to see that, and he uses that as me logging in and out. So anyway, so I leave. Now, whatever troll did this might have seen me leave. Now, this person, this username, which we'll refer to him as, this username chatted again under a different anonymous number because they refreshed their own page. And that same troll came back and said, Anon555555555 is username. They did it again. And where was I? I was not anywhere. And Mac is like texting me and sending me private messages on the other thing, on the Chevchenko. And so I look back there again, and I leave the laptop on this time, and I'm signed in again. And I come back to the home computer because I want to type back to him again, right? So, but then, for some weird reason, the ad blocker for Firefox wasn't working, so I refreshed the page. And now he counts that as 3 fucking times. And he's like, how do you have a broken laptop if you've signed in and out 3 times, Haskell? You signed in and out 3 times. I watched you. I kept my private messages open and watched you sign in and out 3 times. I'm like, I've been on 2 fucking computers. And he's like, oh, now you're changing your story. Nothing you say holds up. Nothing you say holds up. Now you're changing your story. I was like, no, I'm not changing my fucking story. I've been on 2 goddamn computers, and everything has been logged in automatically already, even on the laptop. What the fuck are you talking about changing my story? You're just wrong. You're wrong, and here I am explaining to you how wrong you are, and he uses me explaining to him how wrong he is as me changing my fucking story. I'm changing his story to not have him be wrong anymore. You see, this is not about, oh, Haskell just doesn't want to admit that he's right or wrong. I'm not the one who's right or wrong. Because I'm not the one fucking involved in this shit. So he goes, well, you didn't cover your tracks. That's bullshit. You're wrong. Admit this 100%. Wait, actually, no, I wrote that to him. I go, them using that claim that I didn't cover my tracks. That's fucking bullshit. You're wrong about this 100%. Unjustified unmodding for real, Mac. I did nothing wrong. All no doxing or whatever, like I've told you 100 times. Then he writes, we'll talk about this more tomorrow. I've known you a long time, man, but this shit has got me twisted up. I need to think this over. If it's not you, then it's someone who's really setting you up real fucking well. And I write, nothing is twisted, dude. I didn't do it at all. I didn't fucking do it at all. Jesus, mod me and drop this shit, man. Man, it wasn't me. It wasn't fucking me. Remod me. This never happened, okay? He goes, you're joking, right? I just said I need to think things over. Don't ever fucking make demands of me again. I'm really pissed about this shit. And I write, no, I'm just saying I'll forgive you for accusing me of this shit and I'll never bring it up again. It wasn't me at fucking all and you're punishing me. What the fuck? You're pissed. I'm pissed, dude. I did nothing and you're doing this to me. See, this is when he actually unmodded me and banned me from the top chat. This is overnight. He changed the whole thing and he goes, we'll see. And I write, why the fuck would I dox and stay logged in like you're saying and go through all this shit with you? For what? For some fucking game? What the fuck, man? Going through this shit for hours with you, unmodded? You think this shit's fucking funny? You think you think this shit's fucking funny to me or something? Like a fucking game? Jesus fuck. And he writes, I already told you what happened. I don't know what reasons or why or the person, or he goes, I don't know what reasons or why you or the person who did this, but if someone you didn't, he goes, but if you didn't, someone is doing a hell of a good job setting you up. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I have other things to take care of. And then I write, what was even doxed, or what? I go, what was even doxed? A name or an IP? You said something else about the username. Is that how they did it? Now, everything I already told you, I already knew after the fact, after me already asking him this. So I go, I'm sitting here pleading to you. I don't even know who or what or who or how or what was doxed. And he writes, the name of an anon chatting, example 4527 is the name. It had to be a mod who did it, because it happened twice after the anon changed numbers and font size. And I write, why didn't you ban the guy and get an IP before accusing me? Because I'm in the usual list as Haskell 420, okay, man? And I'm logged in, and you see doxing and say it's me doing it. What the fuck is that shit, man? And he writes, because the name just sat in the usual list and didn't chat. Otherwise, I wouldn't be having this convo. See, I didn't even know that the person didn't chat. I didn't know that this was all just in the user list, though, you know? He goes, and I write, and anon used a number and then used another, and you didn't catch them through their IP? And he goes, the rest I explained. Hell of a series of coincidences. And I go, I looked I said I got online and looked away. Was sitting in a different room that my phone was in too. That's why I didn't see your text till a few minutes later. And he writes, no, you can't get an IP unless they chat. The docs are only sat in the user list. And I write, so it's a coincidence that I'm logged in and you see doxing? Give me a fucking break. It wasn't me. Why the fuck would I go through this shit? You think I like texting you over this shit? 3 fucking hours? And he writes, the person who got outed was chatting in the shout box. And I write, I didn't even fucking see it. Any of this fucking doxing either. You see what I'm saying? I was on 2 fucking comps and didn't even pay attention for more than a few seconds. This is all a fucking setup, like you said. Good job, whoever did it. And then he writes, no, again, it was because you were in the user list. The anon says hi, you sign out, and almost immediately the anon gets outed in the list. Then you were logged into the user list twice. Anon chats again. One of your names goes away, and immediately the anon's outed again. You say it couldn't be you because of your broken keyboard, but you signed in and out of your account 3 times during this. Just clicking off the Chatango page won't sign you logged out. You have to actually log out of your account. So, and I'm like, and this is what the fuck I'm saying. But this is what the fuck I'm saying, though, Slayer. I'm sorry for anybody who's chatting for the last 20 minutes. I haven't even been looking up at the chat. I've been looking directly at my phone trying to read this shit to you guys.